everybody, and welcome to another episode of Rob's World of Boxing. Let's get it. Alright. Happy Thanksgiving week, guys. Like I said, last weekend it wasn't too much boxing going on. But we did have Jaime Munguia versus Gonzalo Correa. That was Saturday, November 19th on DAZN. It was a Golden Boy promotion. Golden Boy is Oscar De La Hoya. All those guys. The main event was a 12-round contest at middleweight. Middleweight is 160 pounds. If you didn't know, it was, like I said, it was between Jaime Munguia and Gonzalo Correa. Jaime Munguia was 40-0, 32 KOs. Gonzalo Correa was 21-5 with 8 KOs. I don't know what to say. Correa was a 100-1 underdog against Jaime Munguia. I feel like Jaime Munguia is not fighting, the competition up to his skill, man. I feel like he needs to fight nothing but the upper echelon at 160 pounds now. You're fucking 40-0. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't even see the point of playing around with a guy like Correa, man. But I don't even see the point of, going through the fight. Y'all know what happened. Jaime Munguia got rid of Correa in easy fashion, man. It was a third round TKO win for Jaime Munguia. He went to the body. I think it was a left hook to the body, some shit. I don't know. He, made easy work of Correa as he should have, and as he's made easy work of Demetrius Ballard, and easy work of his last opponent, and Kelly. All these guys, Kelly. I want to see him in there with the upper echelon at 160 pounds, as I just stated. He said he want to fight Triple G. We'll put him in there with Triple G, man. Let's see that. That'll be a good barometer fight. Canelo, we just seen what Canelo did to Triple G. Triple G is on the back end of his career. So, that's not too big of a risk. If you ask me, for Jaime Munguia, and they don't, it seems as if they don't want to, risk him losing. So, that'd be a good fight if you don't want to risk him losing. I feel like Jaime Munguia should beat older Triple G, man. But you never know, man. Triple G is, Triple G. So we shall see. But that's a good fight for Jaime Munguia, and I want to see it happen. Hopefully that happens next. I don't want to see him in there with no more bumps, for lack of better words. All right, let's talk about that was the only fight on that card that I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about another fight card that transpired that same day, November 19th, Saturday, November 19th. It was also a DAZN card. DAZN, Eddie Hearn, and all those guys that I just stated. It was Liam Davies against a guy named Beluda. I didn't even get his first name, but his last name was Beluda. And he was 15-4 with 3 KOs. Liam Davies was 13-0 with 5 KOs. I had never heard of Liam Davies before this fight. But he was actually in the main event on a card that had Anthony Yard on it. So I was like, let me check this out. Who the fuck is this Liam Davies guy who got Anthony Yard on his undercard? So I went and checked it out, man. Davies is actually pretty nice in there, man. He surprised me. He's long and he's rangy for a 122-pounder. I was very shocked that he was 122 pounds. 122 pounds is junior featherweight, if I didn't say what this fight was at. And it was a 12-round contest. But yeah, he was long and rangy as hell for a 122-pounder, man. That's what jumped off the TV at me. He has a good jab as well. But I feel like if anything, he can work on his defense. He was getting hit. He was standing upright a little too much for my liking in there. I would like for him to work on that. He reminds me of a 122-pound Ryan Garcia, no lie. That's nothing to be ashamed of. Ryan Garcia is nice. They just, have the same style. If you ask me, they both have a nice jab. They both are big for their weight. And they both need to work on their defense. But yeah, I really like Davies. But nonetheless, it was a unanimous decision win for Davies. One judge had it 116, 112. Another judge had it 117, 111. And the final judge had it 118 to 110. All for your winner, Liam Davies, who I like a lot. I feel like Liam Davies is nice at 122 pounds. And I wouldn't be, opposed to seeing him in there with the top 122 pounders. They got some good ones. So, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I would say if a Noy anyway moves up, that'd be a good fight for him. A Stephen Ford Jr. will be a good fight for him. Eventually, maybe if he grab a belt first. And all those guys would be good options because I like what I saw. I like what I saw from Davies. All right. As I stated, Anthony Yarde was on the undercard. He was a 175 pounder. He was fighting some guy who I wasn't familiar with, but he KO'd him in the third round. He beat him up pretty handily and got rid of him in the third round and secured a fight with Arthur Beterbiev. At least, that's what they're saying. So we shall see if the fight, goes through. You know how boxing is. But as I stated, man, Anthony Yarde looked good in his little tune-up fight. His first fight back. As I stated in my previous video, if you go back and check it out, Anthony Yarde lost a couple times, but the second loss I'm gonna excuse because it was right after his dad had died of COVID. So I'm gonna excuse that one. But I'm looking for. I have a lot of faith in Anthony Yarde. He's a big, strong man at 175 pounds, and yeah, man, I have a lot of faith in him. I want to see what he does against Arthur Beterbiev. I have Arthur Beterbiev in that fight, no lie, just because he's a dog. I think 17 KOs. He's a monster. But I really like Anthony Yarde a lot, and I'm looking forward to seeing that fight since I can't see Bivol and Beterbiev right now. That's a good money fight, and I'll be paying for it if I have to. All right. Also, they had Ethan James, a guy named Ethan James on the undercard at lightweight 135 pounds. I think it was lightweight actually, or 140. I'm not too sure. I didn't watch it. But I know Ethan James, he's 10-0 and no KOs. He was fighting a guy named, his last name Wainwright. He was 8-2 with 5 KOs. And I didn't watch the fight, but I see James got dropped early on in that fight, but he came back to win in a controversial decision. I guess there was some home cooking involved in that. They didn't want him to lose at home. It was a hometown fight for him. So I guess they gave him the win by a slim margin. I think it was a 2-round margin. I didn't really, dive into it. But from what I did see, I didn't like what I saw from James. So yeah, I need to see more from him. But I didn't like what I did see. All right, like I said, man, last week in the boxing was not, nothing to write home about. So yeah, we're gonna move on to this week of boxing. This weekend of boxing coming up, November 26th, Saturday, November 26th, we have a pay-per-view card in Carson, California. It's going to be a DAZN card. DAZN's Eddie Hearn, all those guys, as I stated. It's a title fight for the vacant WBC Junior Welterweight title of the world. It's a 12-round contest of Junior Welterweight. Junior Welterweight is 140 pounds. If you did know, it's between Regis Prograis and Jose Cepeda. Regis Prograis is 27-1, 23 KOs. Jose Cepeda is 35-2, 27 KOs. I feel like, this is for the, as I stated, this is for the vacant WBC Junior Welterweight title, man. So I feel like Regis, he's going to be, balls to the wall, man. He's going to let it all hang, man. He's going to pause. He's going to do what he got to do to secure the win. I really like Regis Prograis a lot. I feel like his only blemish on his record is to Josh Taylor, the champion at 140 pounds, the only champion at 140 pounds. I think he vacated the other 3 belts. He has 1 belt remaining, and this is a belt that they're, a vacant belt that he vacated that they're gonna fight for. So I feel like he's gonna, do anything he has to do to become champion again and secure that win, man. Jose Cepeda, he's a good fighter, but I feel like he's no Regis Prograis. So I'm looking forward to Regis Prograis getting that win, becoming a champion again. He said he's trying to get back to Josh Taylor, man. And I see no reason why he shouldn't be able to. And the first fight was an amazing fight, beautiful fight, man. Fight of that year. If you didn't see it, go check it out. But yeah, I don't see no reason why he shouldn't be able to get back to Josh Taylor and maybe win this time. I got Regis Prograis in this one. Unanimous decision win, Regis Prograis. All right. Also on that undercard, you got a 6-rounder at junior middleweight. Junior middleweight is 154 pounds. You got Fernando Vargas Jr. against an opponent who's to be announced. He's not, they don't know he's going to fight yet. But Fernando Vargas Jr. is 6-0 with 6 KOs. He's 26 years of age. His little brother is going to be on the undercard as well, Amado Vargas, who's 4-0 with 2 KOs, 22 years of age. They also don't know who he's going to fight. It's to be announced. Both of these brothers have another brother, a younger brother who's 18. He made his top-ranked debut. What's his name? I forget his name. I know it too. Dang, put it in the comments, man. I had a brain cramp, but I know his name. He had a spectacular knockout. His top-ranked debut. Emiliano, there we go. Emiliano Vargas. He had a spectacular knockout, and hopefully his brothers can do the same on this card. They already been knocking people out, but hopefully they can just keep the momentum that they brother, got all eyes on them now, and keep that momentum and keep all eyes on the on the Vargas brothers. Their dad did a good job with them training, it seems to be, and raising them. So, good job, Fernando Vargas Sr. as well, man. All right. Also, another fight that I'm interested in on that card is a 6-round contest at junior lightweight. Junior lightweight is 130 pounds. If you didn't know, it's Austin Brooks and Jesus Ramon. Austin Brooks is 27 years of age. He's 8-0, 2 KOs. I'm interested because he's from La Mesa, California, man. That's out there in San Diego. I got a lot of family in San Diego. I was just down there in La Mesa, actually, man, at the cookie store. So yeah, I'm looking for, I'm looking forward to seeing Austin Brooks, but I like him a lot too, but not a lot. I like him. Typical, and he's from La Mesa, so I'm rooting for him. And he's also a southpaw. So I want to see him in there and, see what he's doing, if he's improving. All right. Also, that's it for that fight card. But we got another fight card. It's also a DAZN fight card, but this one is in London. And it's at heavyweight, 12-round contest at heavyweight. It's Dillian Body Snatcher White against Jermaine Franklin. Body Snatcher White is 28-3, 19 KOs. Jermaine Franklin is 21-0 with 14 KOs. This is a comeback fight for Dillian White after his TKO loss versus Tyson Fury, April of 2022. So this year in April. All right, the undercard was trash, which, majority of the zone undercards are. I'm not even on the front. They've been getting better with that. So I'm going to have to stop saying that, throwing that in my videos. I'm just used to, they're trash, but the zone has been getting a little better with that. So I'm going to ease up off of them until they, continue to put lackluster cards up. But they have been getting a little better with it, so ease up. But this one trash. But I got Dillian White, man. I feel like Dillian White should make easy work. Hold on. Jermaine Franklin 21-0. And I haven't seen him. So Dillian White, he on the back end. So this is gonna be a rough, tough fight for Dillian White, maybe. Man, you know what? I got the youngster. I'm gonna pull with Jermaine Franklin because I never seen him. You know, he's the unknown, but his record looks good on paper, and I feel like Dillian White, man, he might have had enough. You know, he went to the pinnacle, he lost, got knocked down. I feel like he might be, you know, ready to pass that torch. All right, that's it for the fights we have over the weekend. Oh shit, on my lighter. Fuck it. But yeah, that's it for the fights we have for the weekend of November 26th. Well, the fights we have Saturday, November 26th. All right, let's talk about some fights that we have early 2023 though, man. Some fights that, you know, some big fights that has been announced. Normally in boxing, I wouldn't, you know, talk about it until it's written in stone. But these fights are pretty much written in stone, man. I've been seeing that, you know, Gervonta Davis posted his fight. David Benavidez posted his fight. I seen basically they're pushing the fights now and they're promoting them. So I'm gonna talk about them. All right, the first fight I want to talk about is David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. It is happening. That's what they're saying. Actually, David Benavidez was supposed to fight Jose Uskakiti. Oh shit, Jose Uskakiti. There we go. He was supposed to fight him, and I guess they pushed that fight back because he was supposed to fight in November. I guess they said after Caleb's fight, Caleb, you know, said he'll fight David. So they asked David, like, hey, do you wanna, you know, forego your fight with Uskakiti, you know, to fight Caleb Plant? And, you know, and David said it was a no-brainer. He was, yeah, hell yeah, I'll fight, forget the fight with Uskakiti, and I'll fight Caleb Plant. So that's what they're going to do early next year. I'm not sure of the date, but that's what they're going to do. And David, he's been waiting on this fight a long time, calling Caleb out. They have a lot of bad blood, man, a lot of bad blood. I don't know why they don't like each other so much, but they don't like each other. The fight is going to be at 168 pounds, you know, which both fighters reside. 168 pounds, a super middleweight, if you didn't know. It's going to be a 12-round contest. And, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like both fighters upper echelon at that weight, you know, the who's a who. But I feel like with Caleb Plant, he's an amazing boxer. You know, they call him sweet hands. He got sweet hands, sweet feet. He's nice when, you know, with the boxing. But I feel like David Benavidez, he just maybe a little too big, pause, for Caleb Plant, man. He's kind of like a weight bully, if you ask me. I feel like he's supposed to be up there at 175 pounds, you know, and that anybody at 168 pounds, I feel like he's going to destroy him. I just don't feel like they have enough to hurt him, and I don't feel like, you know, he's going to stop walking forward and throwing punches, you know, until you hurt him. And I don't see anybody at 168 hurting him, like I said. So I feel like David Benavidez is going to win that fight. The Mexican Monster going to win that fight. I got a KO win for David Benavidez. Maybe a late fight KO win, 10th round, 9th, 10th round KO win for David Benavidez. That's my prediction. But I feel like it's going to be an amazing fight. I'm looking forward to seeing it. All right. Also, a fight I want to talk about that they said is, you know, Gervonta posted it. He said it's going to happen. So I'm taking Gervonta word for it. And yeah, man, Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis, or however you want to, Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia. I don't know who the A side, who the B side, but however you want to flip it, you know, it's going to be a real big fight. Ryan Garcia, he's a real big social media star. Gervonta Davis is real big, as well on social media and just in the African American, you know, man, fuck African American. We ain't never been to Africa. In a black community, you know, and we all love him, man. I know all the young black people love him. I don't know, you know, about other ethnicities, but I know all the young black people love Gervonta Davis. And yeah, man, it should be a big fight, man. It should be a real big fight, you know, bringing the youth in and bringing their eyes to boxing, man. I can see it now. Everybody gonna be social media, you know, gonna be buzzing with this thing, man. It's gonna be all over the globe. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I feel like the fight might not be as good as the build up and, you know, the anticipation and with the, you know, the young people is gonna make it seem, you know. I feel like Gevonta is just on another level from Ryan Garcia, man. Ryan Garcia, he's a good fighter. He has an Olympic experience, all that, man. Does he has a Olympic? I'm not sure actually. I know he has good amateur experience, but I just feel like his levels and Ryan Garcia is not on Gervonta Davis level, man. And I feel like he's gonna show that when they get in the ring, man. I feel like Ryan Garcia, he stands too upright. He keeps his head on the line too much, and his defense just needs work, And Gevonta Davis' offense is impeccable. And if anybody needs work against him, it's not good. It's not good at all. He's gonna exploit that. And I see him KOing Ryan Garcia and maybe Leo Santa Cruz fashion, something nasty like that. I'd say around something about that, about a 6-7 round KO win for Gevonta Davis in that fight. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it, man. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Hopefully, more fights pan out in 2023 that panned out in 2022. I feel like 2022 was an okay year for boxing, but hopefully 2023 can be better. All right, they are saying maybe, you know how boxing is, maybe Shakur Stevenson and Isaac Pitbull Cruz, gonna lock horns and get in there sometime at the end of this year. That's what they was saying, but I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. Shakur tweeted the fight. He was saying he's ready to fight anybody at the weight at 135 pounds, which is his new weight, and where I feel like he's gonna go and, make some noise, destroy shit. Y'all know he's my favorite fucking fighter, though. I'm biased. I can't help it. But, yeah, he tweeted the fight against Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz has been silent. He hasn't said anything about fighting Shakur Stevenson, though. So I don't really know where that fight stands. But I feel like that'd be a good, fight for Shakur Stevenson coming up to 135 pounds. A good barometer fight to see where he's at that weight. Yeah, man. Hopefully Pitbull, jump at the offer, man. I know Shakur is mad as hell. He calling Pitbull a puppy right now. Puppy Pitbull, for not responding and not trying to, not being enthusiastic about getting in the ring as he is about getting in the ring with him. But we shall see if that fight comes through or if it's just a mirage. But yeah. Nonetheless, boxing is in good hands, people. Boxing is in good hands. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. Rob's Road of Boxing. Yeah.